If you are logging into my team today, this is what matters. Happy Friday, everybody. We have a big new set plus a bunch of new challenges, some of which are incredibly rewarding. I'm talking legend badges, HOF badges, triple rep. These are some big rewards. Let's dive right into it. First off, daily challenges, free 5,000 MT. We always take that. And we will need a little MT. It's a new set. It's Friday. What does that mean? New set challenges. The new set is mixtape. And for these challenges, it's relatively simple. Can be done offline. You need some breakout wins, some steals. Those will happen naturally. 15 through 23 pointers with Trailblazers players and the mixtape stats. So we will need to get our hands on a mixtape player. We'll talk about which ones to grab. I usually recommend grabbing a diamond because they hold their value a little bit more than the amethysts. With that on this tab, just keep track of your total wins. Get this Pioneer Challenge done if you can, free. 3 free pink diamonds, we do like that. And shout out the Kia Clutch Time game, guys. 2 legend badges for 5 minutes of work. Absolutely huge. So definitely take care of that. In the weekly challenges, they did something big. So we already had the legend badge from Greatness and Multiplayer. Relatively simple. You didn't have to win, just hop online with some Greatness players. Hopefully you got your free legend badge or are making your way to it. One thing of note, it is Galaxy Opal and lower. So you don't need to have all the high tier cards. It's Galaxy Opal and lower. So keep that in mind. You can do this with diamonds, amethysts, and you don't have to win, just farm some stats. The new one, NBA trade deadline. This is a W for multiple reasons. This is a 3-part rewards. First off, you will get that reset game changer pack. It's applicable to Breakout Gauntlet. It lets you reuse all the players that you've had. For new players who are trying to grind Gauntlet, it is the end of the season. I'm sure some people are in Gauntlet right now that are running out of players. This lets you reset everything and use all those players again without losing any of your progress. It is a W for certain people, not applicable to me, but there's still a ton of rewards here. Every single game is only to 40 points. It's a mix of full lineup and triple threat. So some games will be full lineup, some games will be triple threat, but either way, it's just 40 points. So relatively quick. A great way to farm greatness stats. 40-point triple threat games are awesome to grind stats, and you'll get 2,500 MT for every single game. So that's over 30,000. I think it's like 35,000 MT total you're going to get from this. Plus, for whatever reason, one of the games, I guess they like the Warriors, they'll give you a legend badge. So really a W grind because you can do greatness in these. You can get 2,500 MT for every single game. And if you just want to play one, at least do this one and get a free legend badge. So absolutely huge there. A free legend badge at minimum plus upwards of 30,000 MT. And if you do need a reset game changer for Breakout Gauntlet, they're giving us one of those too. I already have a few of these and I'm already done focusing on Gauntlet, but either way, a big W. Another thing I mentioned is the triple rep. This is a huge event, guys. No matter what, they'll give us double rep just from playing the game this weekend through February 9th. But if you use a player who has been recently traded, this is a lot of players. Trae Young, Porzingis, Lonzo Ball, there's been so many trades, Kuminga, Buddy Hield. I mean, those are just some off the top of my head. There's so many players that have been traded. Just find one player that's been traded and you will get 3 times rep. I already tested this. I played a quick game. I played that legend. For one game, I got a legend badge. I used Trae Young. This is a triple threat lineup I used. I used Trae Young, got the triple rep, got points with McAdoo, and then got some Pistons points with Cade Cunningham. Completely just stacking challenges, triple rep, a free legend badge, plus greatness grind. Super effective, and whatever you're grinding this weekend, you'll at least get double rep. I understand maybe some of the tradable players aren't super meta depending on which one you have. Like I'm not taking that Diamond Trae Young online, but even if you're not playing, say you're playing online and you want your best lineup, you'll still get double rep. And then if you can just work one player that's been traded either on the end of your bench or whatever, you'll get the triple rep. So definitely worth it. A huge W from 2K. With that, what we're focusing on for play mode, for me personally on this channel, I'm still focused on the greatness grind and we're making great progress. We just need threes, some dunks. Like we really just need a lot of dunks and a lot of threes. By the time I get the threes and dunks done, I'll have assists done by a mile. And the same with all these scoring stats that I need to get. Like I have more threes and dunks than I do points here. So even if I get a three and a dunk with every single one of these points scored, I'll still just be farming threes and dunks, which is fine. So we're making our way through greatness, which is really nice. And I will be doing that mostly in that challenge mode, at least until I get it done. I mean, it's only 14 games, so it probably won't take me too long. But once I'm done with that, that's when I can prioritize some other modes. But if you're not focused on that, just focus on whatever you are grinding. King of the Court is live. They didn't update rewards. For this channel, we're not going to do it this weekend. I'm not chasing tier 2 for a 95 plus pack. Definitely not chasing tier 1 for a 97 plus. I would be open to chasing tier 1 at some point, but I would want it to be for a 97 plus and like a dark matter piece for a festival, something a little bit more rewarding, but still fun to monitor. We will keep an eye on. I'm a fan of the weekend leagues and the tournaments, just as a fan. So I will keep an eye on it, maybe tap into some live streams and see what's going on. Whatever mode you want to play, Showdown can be great on weekends. It's less sweaty. So maybe you want to grind some Showdown wins. Whatever your focus is, the season is wrapping up, about 2 weeks left, maybe 3 weeks, I think. Maybe just 2 actually, so we'll get the exact date there. But yeah, just line up your shots, get the wins that you need for whatever, whether it's the season 4 exchange token that you're going to the completion event card, or just trying to get those last triple threat wins. It's a great weekend to do it because you're getting triple rep, maybe, or at least double rep. With that, get your exhibitions done, getting some pretty interesting ones. This one is Amethyst and required a bunch of high-level players, and it's taking 16 hours. So I'm hoping I get something good from that. We'll see tomorrow what we actually get. This one's just too complex. I don't have any Pink Diamond Rainmakers players. That's like Devin Booker. I don't have him just sitting around. So I can't get that one done. But of course, do all your exhibitions. Or the market, they put in some nice new packs. This is a big set, 29 cards. So they put in 29 new cards, a couple unique offerings. This one looks different than usual. It looks like it's a option, but you get a mix of dark matter or galaxy opal and a pink diamond and a diamond. I'm not spending VC on packs, so not really applicable to me, but there is a bunch of new cards in the game. Something to keep in mind, of course, we will be impacted, our trading strategy, because we got like 30 new cards. So let's dive into them. A little bit top heavy. There's Brandon Roy, Ron Artest. These are both really, really good cards. Elite. Like both of them are elite in their own right. Both of them jump shots on quick. We haven't seen all the Dark Matters have jump shots on quick. Both of these do. Really, really good cards. This Penny is a super good card, but he's the same as his Pink Diamond. Virtually the same, but this one's auctionable, and we can compare those two in just a moment. The Pink Diamonds are just not great, unfortunately. They didn't do Rudy Fernandez too much justice. There's a couple things interesting. Point guard OJ Mayo could be nice. So we'll just, be patient. It's always too early. It's Friday. They just came out. So we're just monitoring them for now. But we can look, there's going to be some potential to trade in a few days. We want to let their floor, get established. I did grab a Seek card because I need to get those challenges done. And I've always felt diamonds just hold their value a little better. I was able to get him at 20K, which is a pretty good deal. I don't see anything up for 20K now, but just keep an eye on the filter. I don't like buying the amethyst. They're just too expensive. And the way I found this one, you just got to get a little lucky. You know me, I don't sit on filters that often, but every now and then I will. And what is this one called? It's not Crossroads. Yeah, it's Mixtape. Every now and then for something like this, I might, and I'll just go maximum buyout and just see if there's anything, what is the cheapest amethyst hypothetically, and it's going to be really expensive. They're already trickling down. These will be 4,000 to 5,000 MT really, really soon. So if you can grab an amethyst like under 10K, you'll probably still lose just a couple K, but at least then it's only a few thousand. So like maybe just grab him at 12. But usually what I do is I go up to diamond and I'll just sit on this filter for a few minutes just because people are ripping packs today. and just see what is the cheapest diamond. Like, can I get like 17? I would grab him at 17. He probably goes down to, 12 at some point, but then it's just a little bit less of, or look at, there's at 15. So I'd rather spend 15K on a diamond than 12K on an amethyst. Just my tip for getting that mixtape challenge done. But in general, we're just going to wait on these mixtape guys. There is some potential for flips. Hassan Whiteside, maybe. He's incredibly expensive, but he is significantly better than Artis Gilmore. And we saw Artis Gilmore's price just be really high. So if Hassan Whiteside can get down to buyout, maybe we try to pick a couple up and flip. We have seen some pretty good activity on pink diamond centers in particular, as far as just going up. I mean, go back to this beast set. Both of this Chris Kaman and Clint Capella, they were 40K all day in packs. Wish I would have bought more. They got so rare. They're selling like 70, 80K, which is kind of ridiculous. And you see the same thing with this Artis Gilmore. I still don't know why this card is so expensive. He's just really not that good of a card. I mean, he can't shoot at all, and his speed is absolutely horrible. I get that he's 7'2", but still, these are just not good stats. 65 speed. Compare him just off rip to Hassan Whiteside, who is 7 feet, so he's 2 inches shorter, but he has a bigger wingspan than Artis Gilmore, so that is something of note. But the 3, I mean, that is what, like 54, 56 more or something? Huge increase on the 3. And the speed, I mean, this card is actually pretty serviceable with that speed. His jump shot is as fast as a Mack truck, or should I say as slow as molasses, but that's fine. I would still much rather run Hassan Whiteside than Artis Gilmore. And more realistically, I'm thinking, can I flip this card for some profit? One diamond that has caught my eye, shout out Maraf for pointing this out. This guy is point guard eligible. That makes him a bit interesting. OJ Mayo is usually a very smooth offensive card, decent driving dunk, decent 3. I mean, what are the 5 Ds of dodgeball? Size, speed, 3, defense, and dunk. 6'5" at the point guard. His athleticism is quite good, 92, 88 agility. So he's got size, he's got speed, he's got 3, he's got dunk. Perimeter defense, his defense could be a little better, but he does come with on-ball menace, so serviceable on defense. I think he checks 4, almost 5 of those boxes, and this is going to be a potential budget card. He's very expensive right now. I think we can get him maybe in the 20s at some point, maybe even the teens. It's just too early. These floors will really start trickling down over the next couple days. But a fun set. I know there's been mixed reviews on it. I think this Ron Artest card is really good. I'm always a fan of Ron Artest and the Brandon Roy card. We can compare this Penny Hardaway. I want to look at the Pink Diamond and Galaxy Opal Penny Hardaway and just kind of compare, because they are the same card. And I think it's obviously intentional. 2K knows what they're doing. This card wasn't auctionable, so there's no penny that's good in the auction house. They just decided to pretty much release him in the auction house. And this card's still going to be expensive, but the stats are literally the same except for a few post stats, and none of that is even significant. Like 1 shot close, a 2 pass accuracy. It's the same card essentially. And even the badges, they're literally the same except for 1 extra Hoff, and just 1. He still has it on gold. So if you have the Pink Diamond Penny Hardaway, you are fine. And I'm guessing you probably added some badges to yours, which means he's actually better than this one, at least stock. But if you don't have the Penny Hardaway, now at least there's one on the auction house. He'll be incredibly rare and incredibly expensive, at least for the short term. But long-term cards always go down, and this card will be good for a while. So now at least we have the opportunity to come in and use a Penny Hardaway. And I mean, look at this, 34 legend. Somebody decided to get this guy and just legend him up all the way. He's under $1 million. Like, that's not crazy to me. I don't know. 34 legend Galaxy Opal, 6'7" point guard for $1 million MTs. See what he ends at. But it's just the fact, now they're in circulation. It's a good thing. To get that Pink Diamond, what is it, like 60 cards? Like, it's 60 cards, and you say, oh, it might be a little cheaper. Oh, it's only 19 cards. Okay, it's a little bit lower. It's only 19 cards, and I mean, shoot, I might be able to do this guy just with all the wild gems I have. I guess, oh, you need specific ones. Okay, yeah, you need specific ones. It would be cheaper to lock in. I'm guessing at this point it would be cheaper. I mean, if you can just get a few of the specific wild gems you need, it's probably not going to cost you anywhere near what it will be to get the Galaxy Opal in the auction house. But you get to sell back the Galaxy Opal and recoup at least a good portion of your investment. So For me, my strategy, I'm not going to go lock in Penny Hardaway, though it probably is cheaper now than it's ever been, so that could be something to think about. I'd rather just be patient and wait, and over time, this card will keep trickling down, and in the future, maybe we get a run a Penny Hardaway. But I know we just had a Brandon Roy release kind of recently, and this card is significantly better than the Galaxy Opal. It's very different than what happened with the two Penny Hardaways. This Brandon Roy is much better than the Galaxy Opal, and let's take a look at those two. So here you can see like significant stats that are better. Plus 12 in pass accuracy. That is actually pretty big. Defensively, he gets like plus 23 in interior. I mean, that alone, plus all these, a little smaller amounts, but like plus 9 in strength is great. Plus 3 in 3-point, not huge, but plus 3 in driving dunk. It all adds up. When you factor in the major ones like interior D, pass accuracy, he's just a better card, there's no question. And then look at the badges. I mean, we saw Penny, he had the same badges essentially. Not the case. Dark Matter Brendan Roy, 37 total badges. Galaxy Opal Brendan Roy, 25 total badges. 23 Hall of Fames for the Dark Matter, only 11 for the Galaxy Opal. So pretty clear, this Brendan Roy is, it's not the same situation. This is a significantly better card than the Galaxy Opal. I expect this card to be quite rare and quite expensive as well. But for the new set, just be patient, try to grab one and get those challenges done. For the old set, the time is now. Our buy window is just starting to close for this set. There's always a buy window for other cards, but for this set, I think they're going to start trickling up, and maybe we'll get back into like a day flip with them. But we made a decent amount of investments on these cards, and now the sell window is starting to open. We got Jerry Sloan's in the 20s. We grabbed one Walker Kessler. We actually already flipped him, but then I grabbed 3 crystals all in the 30s, starting to see her trickle up. Again, it's only Friday, so usually we see these prices go up closer to Saturday and Sunday. So still holding on to them, but getting ready to flip, and I'm very happy with that. And then other than that, it is Friday, so go deal hunting. People do sell cards for a little bit cheaper. Just have your list of meta cards, 10 to 15. Mine might be 20 now, and really, I'm just going through old sets, and any card that catches my eye, I'm like, wait, what is he selling for right now? Okay, 35, cool. Can I bid on one around 25? You don't even have to know every single card's price. In my mind, I'm starting to just memorize a lot of prices of what cards are going for because I'm doing this every day. But even if you don't have every price memorized, just come in and look. Okay, John Starks, 40K is the cheapest, but a few of these aren't selling, so I'm gonna minus like 5K. I really think this is like a 35K card that will sell quickly. Maybe he sells at 40, but it takes a little longer. So if I want to sell him quick, I list him at 37 or 38. That means I can bid maybe up to 29, 28, leaving myself some room. Like if I think he's a 35K card, I'm not going to bid 30K. That's just not enough room for profit. I'd much rather bid on this 500 and just do that for any card that's a, solid, borderline, mid-tier meta card that has room to grow. Easily will do this on Jerry Lucas. He sells closer to 40, maybe in the mid 30s pretty consistently. Again, I'm looking up here. I see 40 listed. This is a 39 brand new. Maybe his price is a little closer to 40 already. That's good news. Maybe it impacts my bid. But either way, I'm just looking for those deals on cards I'm familiar with. Always checking in on WNBA cards. This Kayla McBride, we made a ton of MT. When she was in packs, we got her at 30. She's so rare now, there's none. And I was selling all mine at 60. I think the same thing will happen for Crystal. I don't think it will be too long when I look up at her filter. There's going to be almost none, and she's going to be selling around 60. So if you have a little more appetite for risk than I do, just come grab her at 40. I think she goes to at least 50. I played it real safe and got all mine around 30, so feeling pretty good on that. But the same principle can be really done to pretty much any set. I do think working Season 4 and late Season 3, really all of Season 3, even Feastin', I check Okongwu every day. But I just would rather stay to a semi more recent cards. Don't go too far back. Season 1 and 2, there is MT to be made. It's just not quite as quick. But like Jumpstart still sells, man. These Nas Reeds are great. Dyson Daniels, we're flipping him, especially if you can find one with a bunch of extra badges. Just either listed a little bit too low or for whatever reason, not getting bid up. People put this Dyson Daniels up on a 500 starting bid and just kind of forget about him. When you realize his floor is like 80, Can I find one on bid for 55, 60? Maybe. Doesn't look like it right now, so we'll just keep moving, but it's something to think about. And I can do this for 30 cards if I really wanted to. We'll just do those few for now, but just have that list. Some of them are dynamic duos. Dinwiddie, this could be a good opportunity here, like a brand new one listed at 19. He's really more like a 25K card, a little too close for profit. Maybe I'll just bid on this 16 one, see if I can get him for a few thousand cheaper. That's my mindset for the auction house today. The tried and true Big D Guru bid method. Find your mid-tier meta cards and get them at a good deal. Other than that, work some filters. Like if I just want to look up Derek Queen, this card's been so good to me all year long, and we will just keep looking at him up because he comes in there for like 20 and he's always selling at 40. Boom, just like that. There was one on the market for 23 and I'll probably list him for 40. I think I sold one. I already cleared it out, but I sold a Derek Queen for 40 not long ago. Do I have any more even up for now? No, so there's only one Derek Queen in the entire circulation. I just grabbed him for 23. Very confident that will sell for 40. And it just goes to show like it can be that quick. Just pop in a name, have a list of some good players, and you can maybe grab no Jeremiah Fears up. So just something to keep in mind. We can do our daily Kenny Smith check, and then we will move on to some other filters. Oh, he's gone down a little bit. Oh, 6,600 though. Look at this, just in time. We'll just bid like 77. Successfully bid on that. We bid 77. 14 technically didn't sell. He probably didn't list it long enough. Keep in mind, in 2 hours, there'll be no Kenny Smiths up. So if I can win him for 7K, I'll probably list him for like 18. That'd be 10K profit on a 7K investment. Absolutely huge. And I made 10K profit on an Anthony Black, but I had to invest like 70K. I paid 70K for this Anthony Black card, and then I sell him for 90 minus the tax. That's like 81. So technically I made 10K on this card, but I had to risk 70K. If I can win that Kenny Smith at 7K and flip him for 16K, that's just about 10K profit for a much smaller risk. So it's a theme I'm starting to, I wanted to get across. Like, you don't need to invest a lot to get a lot. We're looking for these quick wins, 10K, 5K, 6K, 10K. Do that over the course of a few hours and it adds up. Somebody asked me like, how much MT do you think you make a day? Honestly, I don't know, it varies, but I do think between 50 to 150K a day, just depending on my activity. But most of these cards I'm selling, I do make 5 to 10K MT. Sometimes I sell 15 to 20 cards, so y'all can do the math, but some days are a little more quiet than others. I did clear out my auctions already. A bit of a snafu on Big D Guru. I went live when I was trying to record, so you'll see a live stream up, and it's actually me filming this video. We had to do a take two. I think I'm just going to leave it up. I think it's fine. We'll see. Maybe one day I make that private. But yeah, I already cleared out everything. We sold a bunch of cards, so you can check the live stream to see what I cleared out. And I already put everything into my auctions. But yeah, we're listing these crossroads. I list them at high rates. Like 67 is a bit high for her today. We saw her all in the 40s. But I list her at what I think she's going to get to. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Not what she's going for on Friday. We are always patient with these investments. I know it's not easy to always be patient with our MT, but if you can practice patience in your trading, it will benefit you. I understand you buy a card and then you search for it and it's gone down and now I'm losing MT. Yes, and sometimes you just want to cut your losses, but there's definitely times when, once you start trading consistently, you'll see the ebbs and the flows of the market. Cards like Aldama dip down to 20 all the time, and he dips back up to 30. So yeah, sometimes I buy an Aldama at 20, and then I search up Aldama, and there's like 3 up for 17, 18, and 20. And instead of just buying all 3 and like doubling down on my investment, I just wait, I let those Aldamas sell, and I just keep listing mine at 30, and sooner or later we sell for profit, and eventually I pull the plug and say, okay, this guy's just gotta go. But for the time being, I'm happy to be a bit aggressive. Like there was one at 22, and I didn't even buy him outright at 22. I won the bid at 17.8. So that's one way to do things there. With that, working filters can be a really good thing to do as well. And I work filters for bids, not buyouts. But the way I set it up, and we've reviewed this before, is what is the cheapest pink diamond today? And today's a good day to do it because the newest ones just came out, so they won't be flooding. Come Thursday, next Thursday, all the cheapest pink diamonds will be the new pink diamonds from the set. And they won't be, some of the older ones that we can actually flip. Like this Larry Hughes is a borderline flip. But I'm not sitting here looking for that. I want to know, what is the cheapest pink diamond going for? And it's about 30 to 33K we just saw. Now let's go find pink diamonds on bid that are 20 to 30% below that. We're avoiding Jerry Sloan. I will avoid Rafael Alston. Maybe this Larry Sanders, I would bid like in the 20s on him. You know, I won't win that because he's a new card. So I'm actually just going to skip the new set. But I'd look for cards like Jerry Lucas. We know he is selling. I think I already have a bid on him. But that's going to be the type of cards I'm looking for. Here we go. Gerald Wallace. Like, can we win him on bid? He goes for a bit more. I'd even be willing to bid 30. Not going to win it. But just go through this list. These wild gem pink diamonds are holding their value a bit. We saw the cheapest pink diamond is definitely above 33K. So really any pink diamond we can win 27 and below. We do have guaranteed profit. You know, a caveat with the new set because we don't know what their price is going to settle at. Looks like someone's kind of already worked this filter, but still, like, you could come in here. The Steve Francis, he's not super meta, so I wouldn't want to bid too high, but I'll put in a bid on him. Definitely will put a bid in on Richard Jefferson. And what I recommend doing is don't go past 4 hours. So you can see I'm at 2 hours and 53 minutes here. And just do this every hour or so. Saw this come in here, and anybody 4 hours or less, like, well, Kawhi, I'm not going to win. We know that. But Antoine Walker, we could definitely win. 3 hours and 40 minutes, bid around 29 on him. Just do this every now and then. It's just extra ways to find cards that you can make MT on. We've done it with, like, you know, WNBA specific. I just filter through all the WNBA teams and just see if there's a card I can still make a good bid on. A few different ways to get creative in the filters, but let me know down below, what are some of the filters you guys like? If you want to share them, you don't have to, but for me, you know, I just kind of filter through a few different things and see if I can find some good deals, whether it's dynamic duo, but it's all about good cards that people actually use on bid prices. With that, let's do a quick lineup check. Nothing's really changed. My lineup has probably been more stable than it's been in a while. You know, the bench, we might shuffle up a bit. I do like that Tom Gugliotta card, maybe a little more than Hawkins. But I think the lineup's in a great spot, and we still do have a hole here at shooting guard. Starting to weigh my options, you know, All-Star's close. And everyone's saying, don't buy big cards before All-Star. But we've reviewed the All-Star starters. I don't see any huge shooting guards that are going to come and tank the market. The market's going to go down a lot either way, but this is not a bad time to think about things like that. And I mean, one card I'm eyeing, it might not be the smartest purchase, like he probably will still go down, but it's an elite shooting guard. It's a position I need, and it's Scottie Pippen. This card, his price is kind of stabilized. Does it crash during All-Star? It's possible, but I don't see it crashing much more. I mean, 7 legend badges, 22 Hoffs at 570. Pretty good deal for that guy. We might bid on that. We just might have to. But the point is, you know, even when All-Star comes, certain positions might not take as big of a hit. Wemby's going to take a huge hit because a new Wemby is coming. But when you look at All-Star starters, there's just not a ton of elite shooting guards, a bunch of elite point guards. We're going to see like a new LeBron, a new Kevin Durant, all these type of cards. I doubt they go Kevin Durant shooting guard. That would be crazy though. So maybe shooting guard holds their value a little bit more. I'll bid. I want to do this live with you guys. I'll bid 628. This might be a silly bid. Hopefully I don't get roasted. I had a feeling that wasn't going to be enough. I will still hold. I want to do a little bit more research, but it would be a card like that I'm actually considering. A very good elite meta card with extra badges. I'm not looking for my base Scottie. I want a Scottie with 5+ legend badges and still get a good deal. So it's a great time to kind of hunt for things like that, you know, while you're working through your lineup. So this is where the lineup is now. Yeah, we have some room to upgrade. I think eventually we probably move Sar to power forward, KG to backup power forward. We get ourselves an elite shooting guard, and we get ourselves another elite big man, 7'2+. Oh, really? Maybe Wemby. If we added like a Wemby type at center and like a Scottie Pippen type here, I think this lineup would take a huge step forward. Just some of the things I'm thinking about. So curious what you guys are doing with your lineup. Share them in the Discord. I would love to see lineups. We could even do like a video lineup reviews at some point. Definitely, if you guys have lineups, you want me to review them, put them in the Discord. We'll be happy to do that. But for today in general, it's a really good day in my team. I mean, they gave us a new set. It's not too overwhelming, but that means market stabilization. This isn't going to break the market. It's not going to crash the market. We still have plenty of time to make some really good deals, which I'm excited about. We did forecast, you know, next week is All-Star, and I said the set on the 6th I may be a bit more conservative just because the flip window is usually a few days after the new set. So that means we're trading these mixtape cards during All-Star. If there's a huge market crash, these guys might just crash more. So I'm gonna really think about it. And for now, I definitely say, like, don't invest in the new set. Just wait on the new set. There is a couple potential cards, but we wanna get them real cheap, and go ahead and just keep flipping these other sets from season 4. Start listing your Crossroads cards and keep day flipping season 3 and season 4 cards. Other than that, knock out your challenges. Do try to grab just one mixtape player for the challenge. I recommended a diamond. Get all these free badges, Hoff badges, legend badges. There's so much to do, let alone the training challenges you can do. And enjoy the triple rep, either double or triple rep. Some is good, more is better. So if you can get triple rep, that is pretty cool. Appreciate all the support, guys. Much love to the community. You guys are awesome, man. I really do feel the support and appreciate it. And we're still growing. We're striving for 400 subs next, so one day at a time. I hope everybody has a beautiful Friday. I'll be live again. I was live earlier. We'll go live again, this time on purpose, a little bit later, and we'll hang out with you guys a bit then. But in the meantime, much love and peace.